Welcome, everybody, to the Minor Sports Entertainment Toy Podcast. I'm here with Justin, and
Minor figure wrestling podcasts.
the minor, it's the minor, well, the joke is it's the Minor Sports Entertainment Toy Podcast because there's the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. So we're the Minor Sports Entertainment Toy Podcast. Anyway, we're talking about figures today. I'm going to start off by sending Justin the file of the thumbnail for this video to get a live reaction. Justin, there's in the Skype chat.
Oh, great. So Mike paid. He doesn't even. Okay, so Mike has all these WWE retro figures that he bought for so dirt cheap. He has them in a box. I asked him, like, hey, Mike, you're not doing anything with them. Let me not send me. I will buy you a figure you want, and you just give me that Undertaker or Kane figure, like both of them together. And he's like, nah, I have so many. I don't want to sell them. Like, what do you don't even display them? They're in a box in your basement. I mean,
That's wrong. That's fake news.
the only
It's
reason I
not.
want them is because I want them now. And
It's not.
eventually, like, hey, I'll give you a little trade scheme. Like, nah, dude, I already found it.
It's not in a box in my basement. It's in a tin in my room. And so basically, the story with these are when I was at school, and they released them. I saw them all. Like at first, I wanted the Kevin Owens one, so I bought two Kevin Owens ones, one to open and one to hang up on the wall. And then I started to see all these. I saw the Cena, I saw the Roman Reigns, the Brock Lesnar, and then I just kept getting more and more, and I would like collect them at like the different stores in like the Lawrence, Kansas area. So I remember one time going to a TJ Maxx after listening to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast when it first came out, and I like found a Mick Foley one that was like literally hanging on by a thread, like from like on the packaging. I got that for like a couple bucks. Like all these ones, like I just have like a bunch of them. So I've like collected them all, like pretty much not all of them. I missed a couple of like the new sets, but the original ones, I have all of them minus the Cena and the Roman Reigns, because every time I walked into Walmart, I would see the Roman Reigns, I'd see the Cena. I didn't think anything of it, and then like it wasn't until like a year later when people were saying, "Oh, the Roman Reigns one is rare," like blah blah blah, and I was like, "Well, I didn't think about it at the time," and I had them all set up. I mean, they look awesome. I mean, Undertaker one being one of my favorite ones, which is why I don't want to get rid of it, especially since I I worked so hard to like put them together, and I have like the memories of like like my first wrestling figures, like like the box of my wrestling figures that I opened and played with as a kid, and so these link back to buying them in Kansas and trying to get the collection in my apartment. I had them all set up on my record player, so there's that attachment, and that's why I don't want to get rid of it. I don't care how much it's worth.
Anything with them, you're doing zero.
Well, see now that I'm getting back into the figure game, I'm starting to like display more and more. So I have the Nakamura one. I have the Owens ones that Justin just bought me. It's I forgot what Elite set it is, but he's got the NXT title. So I got that one.
I pay my the podcast, dude. I pay them.
True. And then I pulled out my AEW figures. Now I say AEW figures because I went to so back to that TJ Maxx story where I found a bunch of figures for real cheap. One of the figures I found was a Neville figure, and it was like one of his last figures, and it was like literally I don't know $5 or something like that. And I bought it thinking he's probably gonna go to AEW. And at the time, like that was when AEW was just announced. So I was like, oh, like he's not doing anything, probably gonna go to AEW. So I bought that, and then I went to Target one day, and I saw a huge 2-pack. It might have been Elite, I don't remember.
Two-pack?
It was a 2-pack, 2-pack of the Revival with a step, 2 NXT microphones, and the NXT tag titles. So that was on the clearance section. It started at 15, then it went down to 12, then it went down to 10, then it went down to 5, and then it went down to 3. So I bought it at $3. This gigantic, well, it's not really gigantic, but there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I bought those with the same thought of one day these guys are going to go to AEW and I want to have their figures. So I have them set up right there. and now I'm going to rearrange everything and put on display the retro figures, the Mattel retro figures, and that's where I'm going today. Is when I go to a couple stores, I'm going to be wearing my mask and looking for the rest of the retro figures. Because here's the thing, like I'm 100% all in on the idea of selling this to my good friend Justin, if I wasn't collecting them all. Like because I'm collecting them all, and like I had a list on my phone of all the ones that I had just so I wouldn't like buy duplicates. Like I was all invested on this, back a year ago. So that's
You're
where
collecting. I don't want any of these. Just sell me the Taker. It's fine, dude. It's fine. You don't need the Taker. You just give me a little
if the
pack.
taker if the taker didn't look as cool as it did, like I wouldn't have that much of a problem. But because it looks sweet, it got the purple gloves, it's got the hat and everything. Like
It's purple gloves, purple tie, hat.
yeah,
It's like
like I don't care how much. Like it's probably like not even like that much like on eBay like loose. You know what I mean?
no, it's hard to find loose. That's the
It's not
problem.
like it's mint on card. You know,
I
like
know. I
it's
offered a Tanahashi figure for the Kane and Undertaker.
so
Or I don't even know if he has
50
Kane.
bucks. I don't have Kane. Yeah, here I'll read you my list that I made. I have Ultimate Warrior, I have Undertaker, I have Mankind, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Kevin Owens, and Shawn Michaels. And I'm going to find like the Jeff Hardy one that's out, the Zack Ryder one, the Kurt Angle
The
one.
Zach on the group has been floating around for like below 5,
The
apparently.
what? Which one?
Below 5.
What are you talking about?
Below $5. The Zack Ryder one. People have been posting like, hey, I found this for below
Oh, really?
$5.
I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out. Oh, I also have Chris Jericho, the Chris Jericho retro, because I put that also with the AEW figures because I was like, well, he's probably going to be in AEW. Got to buy that figure. So I have that one too. I haven't updated the list since then. I actually should probably do that before I go to the store. Anyway, um, so you on the other hand, today, you just
Look,
got in to my house the like Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Like it says
podcast
playset.
playset, dude, because I got the figures. So last week I got the open loose figures sent to your house. And then you sent them to me, and then I found the podcast table, and then that'll eventually get in a queue, and I'll
Yeah, well,
set
that
that
was
up.
fun. I
And I'll
just
have a
like
little
ripped the
gimmick.
headphones out of my head. I ripped the
Oh,
headphones out of my. I don't know
so
what's it called.
what I was saying was I bought the podcast set, sent it to your house. No, I bought
Mm-hmm.
the figures. You sent it to your house. You sent it to me, and then now I got the podcast set sent to your house. Nice, dude. Let's make some noise while we're at it.
Dude, I'm going through the figures.
Oh, okay. Um,
Don't you don't you know that you got to put the loose ones in a Ziploc bag?
yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm
Whatever.
just saying. I learned that from Ryder and Hawkins.
Oh, I know. If they're on display, you put on a Ziploc bag. But I was saying, I got those sent to your house, and then you sent me the figure. And now I got to wait a year for the announce table to set that up.
Hmm.
I went on a spree this whole week. I just been looking for loose stuff. First, I was looking for sealed stuff. Then I was looking for loose stuff because I wanted those. I'm like, why didn't I buy those defining moments like that Undertaker '96 Survivor Series? I'm like, at the time, I'm like, it looks all right. Like I like it, but then it's like, is it worth buying? And then I
Mm-hmm.
realize now that it's worth like $200, and I'm like,
I do have Kurt
am I buying
Angle.
what?
I do have Kurt Angle.
Oh, so yeah. Defining moments, Undertaker, $200. But the thing is, if I had that, I probably would have sold it and then regretted it later. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for all the defining moments currently loose. I found a Sting. I bought off a guy for $30 yesterday. That goes for almost 100 or like 70 to 100 depends, like sealed.
So, are there
Uh,
any figures that you sold recently that you regret now?
maybe the elites, like the Undertaker elites.
Okay.
I kind of want
You
them, kind
sold
of don't.
Undertaker stuff?
Yeah, I sold all my Undertaker stuff. I sold all
That's
my
crazy. I
I
would
sold
never
a
sell any Shawn
two-pack, that
Michaels.
Heaven and Hell 2-pack for like $160. I delivered it to the guy's house. He lived like 40 minutes away. So he paid for like gas, like an extra 20 on top.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I sold a bunch of stuff. Like I sold all my figures. But the thing
That's
is,
crazy.
I traded one of the Rey Mysterios for that exclusive ringside one, the Kane one. It's the one where if you remove the
Oh
mask,
yeah.
it's Undertaker. Like that one's pretty awesome. It like comes with the belt, an extra head. So like with
Mm-hmm.
the extra head, I like have my old Undertaker figure. Like I have one Undertaker, and one Stig loose figure. So I put that head on top of the hand holding his head, pretty much. I bought 2 more looses online getting shipped. I found like a glow in the dark one and like a I can't remember the other one I bought. It was like an old school biker style, I believe. It was like 2004 style. Oh, and then yesterday I found an NXT Shinsuke in the box, like the one he's wearing like the jacket and stuff, like the
Hmm.
kind of the one from Wrestle Kingdom, and I bought that sealed. And now I see it sealed. I don't even want to open the box. That's why
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
I have a problem. Like I'm like, all right, I'll buy it, then I'll open the box. Now I have it. Like the box looks nice. I'm like, I'm gonna keep this just like this for
Well,
now
you know what you
until
can
I get
do?
the IC title.
You know what you can do? Okay, so here's another story. I'm like losing my voice already. We're not even into the podcast. Basically, so after we did the last figure thing, um, I went to Target and I bought the Nakamura Ultimate Edition for $30. And I got that. And I was really excited. I opened it up. I set it up. I put it next to my Shawn Michaels Defining Moments. Um, and so, like Justin was saying, man, now I need one of those. And the plan is to put it next to the New Japan figures that I get. So when I get the Okada one, I'm sure I'm going to get Tanahashi. One day get the Naito and Takahashi, whatever. So, put them all together. And then with, Kenny Omega eventually. Um, so the thing is, Justin was like, I got to get one. I was like, all right, well, I'll keep an eye out. I go to Walmart, the clearance section, and what do I see for $20? $10 off the original price that I paid for the exact same Nakamura Ultimate Edition. And I'm like, well, shoot, okay. So buy it for Justin. And so that's
You
sitting there. So
call
what you
me
should
at
do,
9 o'clock. Like, why is this idiot calling me at 9 o'clock? I thought something bad happened, dude.
very important. It was
Never
an
call.
important, it was an important find.
I would think something bad happened. I'm like, hold on, like what? And then I text you, like, what happened? Then you send me the picture. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, it was one of those things where, like, I can press one button to call, or I can sit there and like type, like, "Hey, do you want this?" Like, So
And
it's
I
like,
didn't get the message because like
but
I'm half asleep.
you can open that one, and then you can keep the one that you just bought with the jacket sealed in the box.
Yeah, but I like that other one. I know. I should open that ultimate one, but like that sealed one, it looks good. It fits the Wrestle Kingdom 9 outfit, and
Hmm.
if you find a crown, it's game over. Like that's it.
See, but here's the thing with the crown: you need to get the crown, not just a crown. You have to get the crown because there's a distinction between the two. Like the crown is a lot spikier. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll
So.
cut. Maybe I'll start learning to do custom. Oh, so from the guy, the loose one, I bought a Defining Moments Ministry of Darkness for like $20 off him,
Mhm.
and then I bought a glow in the dark Vengeance 2002 Undertaker, which is like it's very random. It's like missing a. It's like he's supposed to be wearing a black vest, but like he's not, so it's like whatever. But it looks pretty cool.
Well, that's good.
I'm
I'm
probably
trying.
and then I'm on ringside yesterday. I'm like, oh, I bought this glow in the dark Undertaker from 2002. Maybe I should buy a damn casket to put it in. So he's like sitting up in the casket, is glowing in the dark. Like
So
like I have problems. And
so the
then
okay.
and then I start looking at Kane figures, and
Oh
Kane,
jeez.
it's like the hardest figures to find because for some reason Kane figures, even though they I remember seeing them easily, like I could have bought them so easily. Now they're worth so much. Like every Kane figure is like worth so much money. I guess because like there's no face like scan. It's just the mask they have to make. So like everything always looks pretty good or pretty
Hmm.
close. Like if you're going for minor details, maybe it's a little bit off in the paint, but other than that, it's like you can't mess up a Kane figure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever had a Kane figure. Like that would be a fun one to have. But like,
Like I remember
uh,
that ringside one they had in 2010, and it was just like removable mask. It's like from that '03 run where he's chained up and he just unmasked and he wearing the towel. So you
mhm.
either have the towel on the head or you throw his mask on. I'm like, that's a cool figure. Maybe I should buy that. Now that thing's worth like $200. Or like the one where he's just like holding the stupid voice recorder. Like it's a Kane figure and a little plastic voice recorder, little silver minor thing. And it's like, oh, that's worth like $100. I'm like, what the
That's
hell is
crazy.
going on?
Yeah.
Like, why are these worth so much? I get it. They look cool. They look hella cool. Like, if I went back in time, I'm like, maybe I should have bought those Kane figures just to keep. But like, yeah, now they're like so worth so much money. So ringside had like this, those figure arts one, and Kane's the only one left. I'm like, maybe I should buy that figure arts one and like have like a cool Kane one.
I'll keep an eye out for Kane figures, and
Bro, if
I'll
you
let
see
you know if
Kane,
there's any.
like Kane ski, give me a call ski because
All
like.
right.
But yeah, so my pickups of the week, I guess, were Ministry of Darkness, Undertaker, Loose, Vengeance 2002, Undertaker, Glow in the Dark, NXT Shinsuke in the box, and Sting Defining Moments, Loose.
So while in a couple months from now you'll be regretting these purchases, on the other hand, I started to do something I didn't think I was going to do. I started buying the Parks and Rec Funko Pops. Now those are like ridiculously rare. Like I mean, like they're not like too crazy, but a lot of them are like I'd say most of them are over 100, and there's the only one that's like real kind of cheap is the Ron Swanson one. So I got that one for like I think I bid like $15, and I got it for 14 plus shipping, so it came around $20. So the other ones I'm just gonna have to like get lucky and find, in the wild or retail for or not retail but like secondhand for cheap or something. Because I mean some of these like the Johnny Karate one goes for like
Yep.
2,000. I mean it's crazy. Like
2000?
yeah, it's like
Have
like a
you seen that one
it's
in the wild?
no I've never seen that one.
Okay. I was
The
about to
only
say.
one I saw, the only one I saw was the April Ludgate one, and that one goes for like 130. So
It's
kind of
wild.
regretting that one. I took a picture of that too. I posted it, and I was like, "Wow, they make Parks and Rec pops, but they don't make Office pops."
And
And
then
now that one goes for 130.
and now you're like, oh, maybe you idiot, you should have bought that.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of those moments like that. So it's not the
I
only
wonder
thing.
what's going to be now when we're looking at figures now. Like, why the hell didn't we buy those stupid whatever? You know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, going back in the old figure videos, all those early Elite like DX and Hornswoggle DX, like all those figures that I just like it is what it is.
All those
Um,
defining moments that like went on sale, like the first run,
oh, I
all
know.
so much. Like
Like,
the Austin with the like, I didn't like a lot of them. I didn't care that much. It was like, oh, Triple H is wearing a sweater vest, like the 2002 comeback, right? Austin wearing the jacket and jeans, holding a microphone, putting a phone on. Undertaker wearing the
you want to
little
come back into the room?
X6 like what Survivor Series. The only cool one was like the Macho Man and like the Warrior one. I felt like at the time, and the Shawn one, but I felt like the Shawn one was too busy, and I was like, eh.
See
And now I'm
this.
like, why don't I just buy that whole set?
Okay, so the only other one that I regret not buying was the one day I went to Toys R Us, and they had the WrestleMania 31 Seth Rollins cashes in figure with the title and the Money in the Bank and everything. And I saw that at the store, and at the time I didn't want to like spend the money. And then I said I'll wait till next time, and then I went next time, and there was nothing there. And now like at one point those went for like between 50 and 80, I think.
Yeah,
So,
crazy.
but so the thing with I don't know if I told this before, but the thing with the Shawn Michaels defining moments, that was the only defining moments of those early four that I found in the wild. And so I found that one at the Target next to the Allstate Arena right before Money in the Bank 2011. So we went into the Target just to pass time, and I saw that figure there, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like I gotta get this! Like this is so cool!" So I bought that, and fast forward to in line at the or at the at the merch table or whatever.
Yeah,
It was like, "Well, you bought that figure, so you can't get two T-shirts. You can only get one T-shirt." And then
yeah.
I got the Nexus Punk shirt over the Best in the World shirt. So, in my eyes, looking back on it now at this point, seeing how much that figure goes loose, I think I made the better trade off. Even
Oh
though,
man, okay. The Bret Hart one, defining moments, goes probably for like the most.
how much
Like
does that go for?
the Undertaker and the Bret Hart one. The Bret Hart ones with the Canadian flag, the belt, the jacket.
Oh yeah, I saw that all the time.
Like that one's like super rare.
Wow,
Now I feel like I see those Jericho ones go for 40 or 50. I'm like, should I just buy that now? And I feel like that's gonna be rare eventually.
it's nuts. But I don't know. So
I
yeah,
remember
well,
Jericho one's gonna be rare in like 3 years. Watch, it's gonna be
tune,
dumb.
I guess tune in next week for the updates of the the figures that we're gonna buy. And there's the Undertaker one. So with that being said, Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you again after a while. Say goodbye to the Undertaker. I'm an
Never.
evil person.